Good morning. It is actually 2:30 in the afternoon because someone was up till late last night, 5 a.m., tweaking settings like this one right over here. Oh my word. Just a late night, couldn't sleep, and just tweaking settings, little here, playtesting, little here, playtesting. And that was my night. No Crimson Desert, no Fallout 4, just this over and over again. I don't expect you to remember this, but this right here is new. I realized going up to the cave and then trying to make it back, there was a bunch of overlapping boxes that caused problems for some reason. I think I may have created a new one in the middle of the water right over here. Let's just go test that out. See, he's walking. I don't know why that is. I'll get to the bottom of it. The new game over is now up there. Has a little shake. Also has a fade that pauses. See, it's just dark and then it goes. And I shortened it. Why do this? Why spend 3 hours in the middle of the night? Well, I just showed you going up here. I know that works now, but I realized coming back, I don't actually have a way to come back. And there's this, let's call it, there's this thing in my game where there's the area up here with the river, and I created slopes on the river's edges. So you stop at the edge, you can't walk into the water, but if you're in the water, you can walk out of the water. Very simple, just, a polygon at an angle. And it works. And for some reason, it works over there, and that's it. If I try it somewhere else, it simply doesn't work. Players simply will not walk up the slope. Now, I've noticed that it's because in some the boundaries of polygons are at different heights, and because it's all unlit, I wasn't always able to see that you're actually walking into, and the slope needed to be higher. So knowing that, you'd think I can then make it work, but no, I can't. So what I did here was I created a little walkable area, and at the same time clear distinction that you can't walk up here. This is a ridge, and then over here I have the hop up and hop down. In this game, the player cannot just jump whenever. Basically, you have an attack button, you have a dialogue button, or an monologue button, and you have the usual choose. So wherever there's a little bit of a choice, the player will naturally gravitate towards the face down button. X on PlayStation, A on Xbox, B on Nintendo Switch, because, let's confuse the hell out of people. And so in my mind, that makes perfect sense to keep the controls simple like that. But I decided to switch it up. So now I have the Y button, which is of course the face button up. And okay, it's working. That's just a safe system making itself known. But the reason I switch it up to that one was because there were conflicts. You might be walking around, you might be near a checkpoint, you might be near something else that you can pick up. And personally, I always find it annoying when you're in the middle of a battle with enemies and then, oh, let me just pick up this thing. Oh, let me just do this thing over here for which I use the same button. So I switched that up so there's no accidental presses. So I actually tweaked to a satisfactory level, not exactly how I want it. There's still some patches where it appears you're walking on water. I figure I'm either going to spend time in the polish stage to fix that up, or I'm simply going to change the background so that it makes sense that you're elevated. There's a section over here on the map that got cut off, and now you can't go there. So this is just a little back alley, dead end. And for right now, you do not have the ability to swim, so you can't just go here. Right? Can't defeat the current. That's it. Did you see that? I think we just found something. See, this is now a very thin one because being too close to shallow water created a situation where you were clearly walking in shallow water and yet you were still taking damage. This is big enough for the player to register when he moves over to that tile. Like this is 116 by 16, this is 116 by 16. So that works. Over here, like I'm running into a situation where I feel like it might get confusing where you can jump and where you cannot. So you can dive over here because it's deep enough. Okay, so then you can dive over here because it's deep enough. You can dive over here. I think I'll test this one, but it's very inconsistent. And in the back of my mind, I'm going to make some art to clarify that you shouldn't be jumping there, so that it doesn't even occur to you to even try it, instead of making the player feel like, well, I'll just have to try jumping here. Oh, that doesn't work. I'll try jumping here. Oh no, it does work. Okay, so I'll have to remember that I can jump at this unique position. This Colombian coffee is working its magic, but now the procrastination kicks in. What if, instead of working on my quest, I go into the dialog screen, I check out this button, which is a WB button with indicator. Go to the graph. So in Unreal Engine, your UI is built with these widgets, and it really reminds me of UI Kit with Apple. Like you have like a graph where you place everything, which is over here, which is what you see on screen. And then you have, sorry, did I call this the graph? This is just the viewport. And then you have the graph, which is where you connect all the boxes, which is the code, which comes with an attributes editor and everything. We are looking for the event graph over here. Continue button. Double click. Next dialog step. Is that in the code? Let's click on it. Is this maybe a function? Come on, animated dialog system. Show me your secrets. Okay, I think I should be able to build this. Go here. Fade. Alright. On this, opacity 0.7. Let's make that 0.5. This is 0.7, and then here it goes dark. So, can we just hit delete? Yes, we can. Now, tidy this up. We just make this 2 seconds. So now we want to add over here WB. Can I just add it here? We want to add that button, WB button with indicator, to our game over. Overlay, game over, overlay. I think it is here. WB button with indicator. No, undo. Attach it to overlay. Okay, then we have these buttons. Again, like in UI Kit, you can just set it in the middle, set it at the bottom, or maybe the middle, up, like here, and then with padding on the right, 100, bottom, 100. Okay. Will it automatically detect button presses? And then I have to write the code for that. Test, continue. This is in place. This is the fade animation. Now we have to stop it from loading the game. Get player controller, it's taken care of. UI, taken care of. Whatever this is. Delay. This is the, okay, let's just comment game over, text on screen. Then play fade animation. Delay, pause, delay. This is what we want to break off. Okay, now we want to event construct. Okay, now we want to call the button. How did I do that? Next dialog step. This is the function. This is what it actually does. Get back to the main graph. Get to the event. We have to get this to appear in our. So we probably have to, let's see, WB button cast 2. No, we don't want to do that. We want to go here, and I think we have to, it is a variable. Edit. No, maybe we can. This will take us to the actual separate file. I don't want to do that. How can I reference this in my... Here it is. Oh my god, it's already highlighted. Whew. Okay, so this is public. Get. Wait, if it's already like that, what was it called again? On inner button pressed. We want to get that command. On inner button pressed. There we go. Okay, this is not how you make it appear, but I think this is gonna work. Okay. Let's just connect these two dots, nodes, then 2. Pause the game. Don't want to delay here. Compile, test. Just want to see if we can give the player a choice to actually exit the game or go get a drink. Just walk into this guy for a couple times. Hiya! Continue button. Wait, wait. Okay, so the attention does not automatically go there in the gamepad, but you can. Okay, this is not working. We're gonna have to look this up. Game over. Because this is not powered. So what if I just do that? Continue. I don't think this is gonna work. Field notify. Here it is. Oh my word. So part of the confusion is that in Unreal Engine, if you go anywhere, this is the attributes editor. So if you select something, right, you can go down here. Basically, if I choose a collision box, then you go over here on the right, you go all the way down, you have these options. For some reason over here, can I just change the name? Over here, it's on the left. Okay, not very helpful. How can I capture the attention of the player? I think it doesn't do that because it's just a game over screen. The button is working. So it's really just capturing the attention of the gamepad. So, how did you do that? Close dialog screen, input mode, show, hide, continue, player controller, self. There's more to this, I bet. Variable name, player controller, variable type. Okay. Is that done here somewhere? Yes, look at this. Event on initialized with player controller. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Why is it initialized? Well, we need to do this. Promote a variable, right? And we plug that here. This one can go bye-bye. This one connects here. Compile. Save. So again, this is not on the right now. It's over here. Player controller. Okay, we go here. Get. And we replace you. Test again. Okay. Game over screen. No, it does not automatically go there. So something is missing. But the button worked. Okay. Set mode to game. When does the continue button appear? Focus continue button. What is this? Set focus, set keyboard focus. This is not. Okay, can I just copy and paste this? Game over. Can I change the name? Continue button. Game over screen. Compile. I'm on the wrong. Press the wrong tab. Will this compile? Yes. I'm feeling good about this. In fact, I might just go over here. I did not intend to do that. No, it's not working. Okay, getting closer. . I wonder how I can set that text different per save checkpoint. Okay. We were getting closer. Set keyboard focus. No. Okay, so it's definitely an Unreal Engine thing. Okay. Change row to branch. Change branch to row. Focus on the continue, but then here it is not connected. Okay, when this opens, start from the beginning. Start dialog. It's valid, set initial state, apply conditions, set interaction dialog comp. I don't think, do we have this one? I don't think so. Okay. I don't think we have that set up. Get animated dialogue. Okay, let's put this in my game over. Bypass. Okay, so that wasn't necessary. Oh, there's a white box. It worked. So that is interesting. That white blob, I've been meaning to figure out where it comes from. So that clearly then comes from the animated dialogue system. And now the game simply continues in the background. It'd be fun if the player doesn't press continue, if vultures start showing up. Sharks, if you're in the water. Okay, one last thing that bothers me. You might as well figure it out here. Designer. If I just add a bit more text to the button, will it create the space? Yes, so that that white square doesn't block. And we made ourselves a new game over screen continue button. So now I can cut short the animation. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to cut it off. If I don't feel like it, and if I do feel like it, I can just leave it on screen and walk away. Right? Right, that black.